broadcasted on there. And let us not forget our newly found friends over at CRN1 Digital Talk. I think it's CRN 7 too. CRN1 and CRN 7. That's where our shows are played. Let me bring on my co-host, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. How you doing, Hutch?
Hey, good evening, Wayne. Glad to be here. Glad it's Friday. Hello, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines are open. It's Open Phones Friday. We are here. We're going to take your calls. You can talk about anything and everything and anything that is you. I titled this show, Why Do You Support the Temporary Refugee Freeze? I'm not going to call it a ban. I don't call it a ban. As a matter of fact, I've been jumping on people that have. They aren't listening to me. They're only doing it. They are taking the left's narrative and using it for clickbait or click websites or whatnot. It's not a Muslim ban. So, actually nobody's being banned. There's a vetting going on. But I have yet to see anybody being banned from coming over here. So, that's just the fake news that's out there. And our people are helping it, Hutch. Our people are helping it.
It's unbelievable. Some of the things that you're seeing here. It's just, it's incredible to me that so many people in our country either don't know the people that are being frozen and vetted, or they can't not care. I just think that most of them don't know. I think that the education on this, I don't know what went wrong.
Yeah.
We lived through 9/11 and things before that,
yep.
And many, many things after that. And for us to not be able to protect ourselves and our families is just beyond me.
Let's see. Whoa. 570. You are our first caller tonight here on the Wayne Dupree Show. What is on? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Wayne. This is Chrissy Francis.
Hey, Christy.
You know I'm one of your biggest fans.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Well, you know who I am. Hi, Hutch.
Hello there.
Hey, this is Chrissy. I kind of do some work for Wayne the last 2 months, and I got to know how
Chrissy,
wonderful he really is. Huh?
Chrissy, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, Chrissy.
Wayne, I'm like, hello, Wayne. This is me. Yeah, and I have to say, I want to talk about the 7 countries and Obama's affiliation. But first, I just want to say, I have been so pissed this week at the racism towards Wayne, for one. He was receiving comments. Senator Tim Scott, that was just terrible. And, this needs to stop. They can't call us racist when they're racist 10 times worse than anyone I know. Anyway, that narrative needs to stop. But as far as the ban goes, I was thinking, how did Obama pick those 7 countries? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you saw today that finally Trump released the 7 or so people that actually were arrested for terrorist activity that came from those countries. So the reason that Obama chose those specific countries and not Saudi Arabia, the ones that we would think would probably be on the list for extreme vetting, he actually came up with that because people already had been arrested, but he buried it. So did you get the list? I sent it to you earlier.
Yep, I got the list.
Okay, so, I am so infuriated. I'm just shaking with fear because people died just for his narrative. He has damaged this country so badly, and Donald Trump is trying to protect us, and he is being completely battered from all angles, funded by Soros, directed by the shadow government, Obama and Clinton, and the little pack of GOPers, that half the gang of 8, and the GOPers that got Soros funding. He's even being beaten up from people from his side. So how do we get this to be fixed? the executive orders, written them out one at a time and pass them through?
The way it's going to be fixed, I don't know what you're talking about, but the one with the people that have committed crimes, just let Jeff Sessions go. Jeff Sessions he'll take care of business. And on the first part, thanks for calling. On the first part, the racist part, think of it this way: it's all they've got left.
That's all they got left. Yeah. And honestly, it's getting old. It's getting old as hell.
And weaker.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not as powerful as it once was.
No, ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing on a longtime friend of the show. She's been AWOL. She's been AWOL lately, but we're welcome her back to the show, Miss Lorraine. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I haven't spoken to you since before the election. As you know, I am just overjoyed that we finally have a president who is going to be working for us. I'm also very angry that he's being attacked by all sides. I'm angry that the MSM the mainstream media is concentrating on these damn group of judges who are political and liberal and who are totally off base. They don't even have the standing to do this ruling. Right. All I know is I elected Donald Trump. Our president has got this under control. The media is going on, well, he can't handle, if he's concentrating on this, taxes and Obamacare and all this is going to go under the table. Heck no. This man is running rings around 20-year-olds. He's a businessman. He's used to dealing with the courts and still continuing to run a multi-billion-dollar business. Mm-hmm. This is a walk in the park for our president. I have full faith in him, and there's going to be a lot of people with eggs on their faces. All I can say to all these little snowflakes is when all these good things start happening, please don't take advantage of the tax breaks. Please don't take advantage of lower health costs. Don't take any of that. Just sit on it and pay higher prices and give the government more money. That's all I got to say. I mean, I am so disgusted with the mainstream media. I'll tell you, there's one guy on Fox News, which is the only channel I actually watch, but he really needs to go over to CNN, and that's Shepard Smith.
Yeah, you're right. You're right with that one. I mean, I know he doesn't play baseball like real people, but and Chris Wallace, I didn't.
Oh, Chris Wallace is another one that I can take or not take. Sometimes I just turn his face off.
Yeah, I didn't see what he did tonight, but some people were saying he was smiling that Donald Trump had lost or seemingly lost.
Yes, he was. He's a little. He looks like a little wussy pussy Poindexter. Honest to God, I just turn him off.
That's Chris Wallace,
I like watching the 5, but only if they were the 4. Because when they put Juan Williams and the grumpy old man Bob on, I have to turn it off.
I'd like to see it 3. I can't deal with Gutfeld either. He wrecks the show.
And, there's certain people I don't watch. All I know is that I support my president.
Right.
He's never been proven wrong. So even when he comes out and says, there was mass voter fraud, we all know there was. You can just take California, who allowed illegals to have driver's license and at the same time enacted a law that if you get a driver's license, you're automatically registered to vote.
What about Virginia? Virginia's governor allowed 60,000 felons to vote, and Clinton won by 60,000.
Exactly. So you know what? He's going to be proven right. I have never known the man to be wrong. And I do know he is the type of man that if he was ever wrong, although I don't see it, but if he ever was, he would own it and he would fix it.
Right. He was wrong. He was wrong once.
Okay. Well. Okay.
He had a couple of failed marriages, but then I've had 3. I can't knock him for that.
Well, I don't know. Okay. Well,
he started the New Jersey Generals. That was a mistake.
He never apologized for that one. Well, it was the league. Okay. All right.
And what about DeVos being attacked, going to a public school?
It's all about the unions.
Look.
Oh,
the reason why is because when liberals are watching their walls coming down, their walls are coming down. They have been protected, they've been sheltered, they've been coddled, and now the walls are being coming down. And now they want to throw tantrums. They want to throw fits. They want to have goon squads that are coming out, trying to punk and scare the rest of us. And I mean, honestly, that crap don't work for me. But we do have weak people out there. We have weak people with weak hearts, weak minds, weak souls.
And we have weak parents in the last generation.
Well, we don't have any parents.
They tried to tell me that I couldn't spank my child if they misbehaved.
Well, they aren't parents anymore.
I told the government to go to hell.
Well, they aren't parents anymore. Like I'm saying, they are friends. Okay.
Yeah, I'm friends with my kids now, but even now, they would know better than, number one, call me by my first name, and I will slap you upside the head.
There we go.
You don't show me respect, and you'll be picking up your teeth with broken fingers. And my oldest boy is 6'4".
Okay. Right.
I get the respect because I earned every ounce of it when I raised them by myself.
Right.
And I taught them respect.
Well, guess what?
Oh, and here's something non-political that always drives me crazy. So I wish these mothers would stop doing it.
I gotta let you go. Thank you for calling in. This is Friday night. We got to bring in a whole lot more callers. So Lorraine, I love you, dear. You know I do. She's hanging out there in Canada, but we got to keep it moving. 727. Go ahead.
Hi there. Wait for you. I'm Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, I listen to you off and on, and I just wanted to make a remark. It seems like a lot of people are not understanding why Saudi Arabia was not included in the executive order.
Yes.
And I just come across some information. It's my understanding that the top man, and I don't remember his name, and it's really long, so maybe one of you might know it. They're in Saudi, a couple of them. It's my understanding that they've gotten with Trump, and they said that they would assist in creating some safe zones.
You know what? I saw I saw something like that. You mean in Syria, right? I saw something like that.
So Saudi's going to help keep refugees and create safe zones, and they're going to help the United States with that. So I think it's really important, and I'm pretty sure that's very correct. I think it's important for us to get that out there so people aren't sitting there going, why didn't he include Saudi?
I would have put them on the list anyway. Because they're only doing that to stay off the list. I would have put them on the list. Because a whole lot of the 9/11 people, either they were from Saudi Arabia or they were through Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia got problems too, and we aren't paid by them. So we aren't paid by them. So I'm going to say whatever the hell I want to. They are dangerous too. They are dangerous. This oil thing is dangerous. So Saudi needs to be on the list too. Bottom line. But Michael, thanks for the call.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, 202-470-6738, 202-470-6738. You can call in tonight. It is open phones. Go ahead, Hutch.
I think with Saudi Arabia, I think the Trump administration has taken a long look. I think there will come a time, if we can stay in power, there will come a time when we turn against Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is not our friend. But I think that he's looking out at this big, vast field, and they were trying to stop the countries that were sending him in right now, not back in 2001, but sending him in the last since Obama's been in. And I think there will come a time where we have to deal with Saudi Arabia. I believe it'll probably be after we unleash our massive oil and gas reserves. Once we do that, Saudi Arabia becomes unimportant. But right now they're sending a lot of our allies oil.
Right. 501, you're on the line with Wayne and Hutch. Go ahead.
Hey, Wayne, this is Caleb from Arkansas.
Caleb. Hey, Caleb, how you doing?
Good, how are y'all?
All right, go ahead. You're live. Go.
So I'm 19. This was my first election ever voting.
All right.
And I'm glad it was Donald Trump.
All right.
But
good.
this ban he's got going on has me a little confused.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is it a ban?
I understand where he's coming from. I understand that he wants to protect us, but I'm still confused by it, though.
Is it a ban? Do you think it's a ban, an actual ban?
Me personally, no, I do not.
Okay, then as a young man, I want you to get the truth out. Don't call it a ban anymore. It's more of a temporary freeze with extreme vetting to make sure that the people that are coming over here are the right people. But he's not stopping them unless they are considered bad people. Now, then something might happen after that. But don't get caught up within that language of calling it a ban, because it could be some trickery going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying completely, but the biggest question I have is what's to prevent people from those 7 countries, or what is it, 7 or 12, from going from the Middle East to Europe and then to the U.S.?
It doesn't matter if their passport has their country of origin as one of those 7, which it will, unless they have counterfeit ones. It doesn't matter what airport they come in from.
Right.
You know what I mean? To travel, you have to have a passport to come in the United States. And to have a passport, it tells your country of origin right on it.
Yep.
All right. Well,
okay.
I appreciate you guys taking your time to answer my question.
No problem, Caleb.
Certainly.
Yep. 202-470-6738. What is this? Another 501? Is this Caleb? 501, you're on the line.
Hello?
501, you're on the line. Go ahead.
That's you.
Recently on the show, there was a man, I believe his name was Thomas, who made the statement that all immigration to the United States of America needs to be banned. I want to thank him for having the courage to say that, and that I agree 100%. I've written in the comments before about this, and now I will state it in public.
I agree 100%.
We, the United States of America, cannot babysit the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that. We can't afford it. We do not have the resources for it. And if that's what we do, if that's the mindset that we embrace, the people who actually do want to come to the United States of America lawfully will not have anything to come to.
No, you're right.
Eventually, these countries need to learn to grow up and solve their own problems.
What's your name?
Samantha,
okay. Go ahead, Hutch.
I think that, we can start taking immigrants in as soon as every veteran is taken care of, as soon as we're not running a $10-20 trillion deficit. We have to take care of our own house first. I don't have any problem with immigration that's regulated. Like back when we had in Ellis Island, and now we've got active TB, tuberculosis cases coming up. We used to isolate that at Ellis Island before we'd let it into the United States and make sure that they weren't sick and make sure that they knew how to speak English and were getting started. Now, it's just a free-for-all. We're bringing the third world in.
Yeah, we can't babysit the whole world.
Nor should we.
All right. Hey, Samantha, thank you for your call, darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. My thing is, I don't mind people coming over here if they come over here and adapt to what the United States is. Now, as a veteran, I think that our veterans should get preferential treatment because of everything that they've gone through. But I don't think that anybody from a terrorist country should be allowed in this country. Now, if that's called a ban, then call it what you will. If those are the words that you want to use it. But if you're from a terrorist country, terrorist hotbed, and you know that the people, that your country is producing these things. Well, sometimes there's sacrifice, man. Sometimes you got to take down your country. You got to fight for the life of your own country instead of running to somebody else and then trying to take that one over. That's what I don't like.
And the thing is too, Wayne, is our friend Brigitte Gabriel said it very well. There's 1 billion Muslims. If only 10% of them, that's millions of people. Where's the rest of the hundreds of millions when they do these things? Why aren't they standing up and screaming?
Yeah, say something.
Telling them to stop.
Say something. I mean, honestly, Hutch and I, if all of these Muslims were responding and saying something, we wouldn't have to sit on here and say, okay, no, are y'all going to talk?
Exactly.
Are you going to fight back? Why don't y'all fight back? It's more of you than them. Surround them. Kill them. There's something going on, man. There's something going on when you have 1 billion that can't corral 300,000. There's something wrong.
It makes you wonder about moderation.
Like I said, sometimes it's got to be sacrificed. Sometimes people are going to lose their lives for it, but a whole lot of people lost their lives for this country too. So don't get it twisted. 931, you're on the line. How you doing?
Oh, 931, that's me. The question was, why do you support the refugee freeze, or what it is called? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, okay. Why do I support it? Well, let's see. We've got all these refugees coming in living off welfare that we have to pay for. And yeah, Starbucks is going to give them 10,000 jobs. But in the meantime, we don't know who's coming in the country. And I'm suspicious, just like your first caller was, of why Obama put those 7 countries. There's more going on than we know about. And I want our country safe. And I want the people, the citizens, to have jobs.
No, I agree. And what's your name?
I'm Donna.
I didn't get that. Say it again. Donna.
I'm Donna.
Okay,
Thunder.
Donna. Okay. Hey, Donna, thank you. Thank you for your phone call, darling. You have a great weekend. And Donna's right. They're going to come over here. They're going to get food stamps. They're going to live under the liberal agenda, food stamps, Section 8. There's probably going to be 40 to a house, And
it's a plan. Cooking. I mean, it's called civilization jihad. There's a name for it. They come into countries and they try to destroy the government, from within. Yeah. It's their whole mission. They've been doing it since 700 AD. It goes in waves.
They're not assimilating.
No.
They're not assimilating. Even the nice ones, they're not assimilating. They're still doing things their own way. They might be doing it behind closed doors, which is their business.
Until they get enough of them, and then they get out in the middle of the street.
Yeah. And then when they start getting out in the middle of the street, they're going to drop rug and pray.
The asses go up and everything.
And then what you going to do? Nothing. I mean, well, not our audience, but I've seen in America where people don't do nothing. They just stand around and look. Don't you understand that in that situation, they're taking over? Well, no, Wayne, they're just praying. No. Christians don't drop rugs just in the middle of the street so that you can't drive your car or walk on the sidewalk.
And let me tell you something, too, especially to the snowflakes.
That's disrespect.
They don't have any skinny jeans.
No, they're kind of free-flowing. They are free-flowing. And men hold hands over there. 214, go ahead.
Hi, Wayne. This is Randy from the chat room at RSBN.
Hey, Randy.
Do you wonder why things are happening the way they are in this country? I'm old enough to remember Nikita Khrushchev yelling his brains out, saying that the United States would be taken over from within. And that is exactly what's been happening.
Yep.
If you look and see how the liberals have allowed things to go on that you would see only in some kind of a third world nation, that's what's going on.
That's true. That's so true. They're doing it from within. They're doing it without guns. They're doing it quietly, and they're using emotion. They know. Look, the easiest thing, and Randy, thanks for your call. The easiest thing that they are looking at, right? I mean, looking at right now and developing a game plan against the United States of America is the liberal media on TV.
The liberal media, the liberal politicians.
They're using
the women's groups. How about that? The women's groups.
They're using this now. You said that there was an ugly woman march going on tomorrow, right?
That's what I heard. I haven't heard anything lately about it, though.
All right, because
must be going to rain or something.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold, but I'm sure that you probably would have seen a group of Muslim women walking in that thing.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Telling all their sisters how good Sharia law is.
We're all together, all sisters in the sisterhood. Well,
I did see a Code Pink sign with 2 women in hijabs.
If you are, oh really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
If you are sisters in the sisterhood and you let the Muslim women in there, why didn't you let any conservative women in there? Oops.
And I'll tell you for women, if you know women,
was that crickets?
That if you know women that are supporting these refugees, or even just supporting Islam itself, I would ask that you please go research yourself. I'm not going to say the details on the program because we've got some family listeners, but go research female genital mutilation.
You know what?
Because it's real and it happens everywhere in the world, including probably in the United States in some hotbeds like Dearborn and Minneapolis.
So crazy you said that. I don't know how I came across the video, but I saw what they did to that little girl, and that little girl was crying, hollering and yelling. And I was like, oh my God.
And then you wonder why they're angry the rest of their lives.
And then the little girl is, it takes her a couple days to get herself back together again after that, and the doctor just does it just like he's doing the thing that the circumcision for a man, man, Jesus.
And most of the time it doesn't happen in a surgical setting. Most of the time it happens in a house or even outside. Well, if you look at some of the countries in Africa.
Yeah, the one I saw was a surgical setting, and the doctor had on a doctor's coat. Never.
That's a lucky girl there, because some of it, a lot of people don't survive it. But anyway, I wasn't trying to be graphic. It's just that you have to understand what you're up against. This isn't another denomination of Christianity.
We ain't lying to you either. We're not lying to you.
No,
they're not coming. Y'all think. Think about this. The irony. Muslims are coming over here, and they're using the freedom of religion to practice their religion that does not mix, and it cannot be associated. It does not mesh with ours. So they get to do what they want to do. I'm just saying because it's never going to happen, Hutch. It's never going to happen.
No.
But if they take over the women over here, you ain't going to do what you want to do. That's not how they play that game.
Unfortunately, they've proliferated to the point.
Y'all are being co-opted.
Yeah, and if you do any kind of web searches, you have to be very careful because there's a concept called taqiyya.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of false information out there. If you start seeing information that's pro-Islamic, search some more, because that's just taqiyya is the ability of Muslims to lie if it's furthering the cause of Islam, and it's prevalent. There's more too. There's an abrogation where you look at, they'll tell you some of the old texts of the Quran, but imams are allowed to update the text.
Yeah.
And the updated text is violent, but they'll still read you the old stuff. Like if you see Sean Hannity bringing an imam on there, that guy's lying. He's giving you the old version when it's been changed already. And it's a horrible situation. It really is.
I got to thank Miriam Hanold.
Nice. The bobblehead.
I got to thank Miriam Hanold and everybody that is filling up my mailbox. I told you, Hutch, you need to get a mailbox.
I will. I know. I've been trying to deal with this dog on camera.
Oh Lord! I mean, I went to the mailbox today and I had a slip of paper in there that said, "You got too much stuff to go into this mailbox. You got to come to the." I said, "Me, really?" And then when I got to the counter, I was like, "Oh Lord!" So Miriam Hanold, I really thank you for sending me this bobblehead of Donald Trump. It's gonna be right here for the show. So if I don't have it for the show, y'all remind me. But it's gonna be right here for the show.
We could really tick off the rhinos at CPAC.
Oh yeah, well, let's see. No, man, I don't want to take it. I don't want to take it. Not unless I have another one. If I get another one, then I'll go ahead and take it. For some reason, I don't know why this is, and ever since I've been alive, some of you know that I was adopted. Many of you don't know that I was adopted. So I've never really known who my birth mother and birth father was. But as long as I've been alive, I have always wanted things in two. If I go to the store, I got to get two things. Okay? I just can't get one. I got to get two. I got two girls born at the same time. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Keep on calling. We're going to take some more calls, but there are some emails that, oh, wait, hold on. We got Mississippi Jim. We got Mississippi Jim calling in. Mississippi Jim, do you see my bobblehead over here?
Yes, sir, I sure do.
You think that's
Did I
cool?
hear you say cowbell? I thought I heard you say cowbell. But anyway,
no, sir.
That's Mississippi State. We ring our cowbells for our sporting events, our football and baseball. Well, football mainly, but I thought I heard you say cowbell. But yeah, I see you bobblehead. Listen, I tried to call last couple of nights. I got about 3 or 4 things to ask real quickly for you. I know you. Well, I feel like I've got an investment there. You know, I trust you two guys. I've known you about 2 months now, right?
Yeah, I thought it was longer than that, Mississippi Jim.
Well, maybe it's been 3 months. Hasn't been too long, but I just want you to give me a chance to ask you a couple of questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
Shoot.
Okay. I emailed you about that intro, and I didn't know if you ever, I didn't know what you were going to send me, but I was wanting something or some information on the intro that you have that you used to play. I don't know if you played it lately or not.
You're talking about the YouTube clip. I thought I sent that to you, but I'll check that. I'll check that for you.
I'll check it again to see because it would just say Wayne Dupree is the sender, right?
It should.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Well, anyway,
go ahead.
I'll check again because I've got a lot of junk on mine too. And then, what were you going to send me? The YouTube? You just going to send me a link? Is that what you were going to do?
Yeah, because that's where I got mine from. I mean,
okay,
it's a video.
Would you try it again? Because I didn't see it. If you got a minute, next day or two, would you do that for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now what I said earlier, I didn't mean it. Don't take it the wrong way. I just said the lady that called last night. I've had the same feeling before. When you call, nobody actually answers the phone, and so it throws you a little bit. Because the first time I ever called you, I said, "Is this Wayne?" And he said, "Yeah, this is Wayne." And then Hutch spoke up, and I said, "That's Hutch, isn't it?" It just throws you a little bit. I know the lady last night said, "Hello."
Yeah, I mean, we'll get a call screener eventually.
Right, but I felt sorry for her because I know how that feeling is. That first time I called, y'all laughed at me, but that's what it was. Because you just start talking, it sort of throws you a little bit. But anyway, y'all did laugh at me. Anyway, that night circuit thing, that night circuit deal, that wasn't any surprise to me. I mean, that didn't surprise me a bit. Trey Gowdy had a real good statement on it today. If you get a chance, you've probably already seen it, but he had an outstanding comment on it. And I mean, he'd make those three spin around in their shoes and everything else. What he said, those three loons out there, I tell you, it's the night's always been like that.
All right.
But and I got one more thing. The guy last night, and I just caught a little of it because I kept turning my sound off and trying to call, and then I turned it back on, and this kid was calling in and he said he's from Pennsylvania, and he said something about a white supremacist, and he was apparently a liberal or something. I don't know, but I thought, here I am down in Mississippi, and I've been here for a long time, and I'm going to tell you something. I I've never even heard that word mentioned until they've been talking about the last few weeks or months.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I live here in the South where we're supposed to be terrible people, and the blacks and whites don't get along, and that's a bunch of BS. It's,
Yeah, I know.
And the white supremacist stuff. Well, shoot. I mean, it's mind-boggling. But anyway, don't be upset with me now because I just want to take a little time.
No. Actually,
I see you bobblehead there.
Yeah. Check your email. I just sent you the video for it.
Okay, you're a good man. Listen, you guys keep going. One other thing now. The radio deal. Explain to me, what do I do? Can I listen to you later on? Is that what the deal is? In other words, on CRN?
11 o'clock weeknights. If you go, there's so many ways that you can listen. One is on their website, which is crntalk.com.
Okay, but it's just radio part, right?
It's just radio.
And you don't have advertising yet, right?
No, we need some. So
that's what I was wondering. Are you going later on? Y'all are going to try to get some advertising? Because I know your funds might run. It's like a guy told me one time. I said I was low on money. He said, "You got that Italian disease?" And I said, "What do you mean? My funds are low." That's what he called me. Okay, I appreciate you giving me all this time on national radio tonight.
We love you, Jim.
Yeah, You will be on national radio. You will be on national radio. Okay.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
It's international.
All right.
We got people listening in Norway and South Africa, all over the world.
All right. I am going to get to some of these letters real quick. Licia Younglove, sent this to me. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. I've been trying to get a hold of you, but you're pretty popular these days. Okay, well, thank you, Licia. I'm going to, however you deserve to be. I just got to tell you, I know you can be rough on Washington State sometimes, but you really got to know that 2/3 of the state, 29 out of 39 counties voted Trump. Unfortunately, Seattle and surrounding areas ruined everything for the rest of us. We have fought hard, and there are some pretty unhappy Trumpsters demanding to be represented to be represented at the Capitol today. I am fearful. Blah blah blah. I am fearful. Say it.
Fearful
of our beautiful state being overrun with moose lambs.
Already has been, dear.
But I'm confident in the backwoods, Second Amendment supporters, and military folks, though we have several military bases here. I was laid off a month ago and have been working hard to find employment again. But even when I had nothing, I donated to what I could to the show because I believe in you, Hutch, Stacy, and RSBN.
God bless you.
I watch daily, and it makes my day when I can catch the live show. I just wanted to tell you that y'all bring hope to your audience, and we appreciate you. Thank you, Licia. I hope I said that right. Young Love. And Lisa. Lisa is in parentheses. Let's see. Rosedella. This is for Hutch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Hutch has been talking about Olympia Snow voted against Trump nominee for Secretary of Education.
Wait, hold on. This, and I corrected myself.
Did it? No. This came in today.
Oh.
Yeah. Olympia Snow, no longer a senator, succeeded by Angus King in January 2013. He lists himself as an independent, but sits with Democrats. I think Hutch meant to say the woman senator from Maine, Susan Collins.
Did.
Yeah,
you are correct.
She voted against DeVos. So much happening fast, hard to keep up. Thank you for your show, and congratulations on losing weight. I see you looking smaller. Get ready for camera time, Wayne. Hope Trump will be calling you soon. God bless you all. I'm losing weight, Hutch.
Good for you. How's the knee?
See, you got to bring up the knee.
Oh, it's bad?
It's all right.
I just got dressed up on national radio. She sent me a tweet, though. I appreciate it. No, I was totally wrong, and I have no problem with that. That's the difference between us and the swamp media.
Yeah.
I'll admit it in a heartbeat. I messed up.
Kathleen Schlarp. I got that right. Hi, Wayne. This has been on my mind ever since the swearing in of our president. During the ceremony, I noticed a few slight head bobbles by Hillary Clinton. Right after that, it looked like Dr. Frankenstein was standing in front of her, blocking her view. Haven't heard anyone else mention it. Today I found this video. It doesn't show the time I mentioned, but verifies he was there with her. It must have been that black bald head guy.
Yeah, there was two of them, two doctors, just in case she had to be airlifted.
Yeah, okay. Right.
She's gone. You're never going to hear from her again.
Oh, no. She's talking about running for governor or something, mayor.
She's out of time.
This is, let's see. Jennifer Martinez. Jennifer from Long Beach, California. Mr. Dupree, I've been listening to your show since the primary election and am now a life listener. Love you and Hutch. I was hoping that you would spread the link below. We must take down George Soros. Okay, so this is a petitions White House Gov. I'll share it in the chat rooms on Monday. All right, so we do read your we do read your letters here on the Wayne Dupree Show. We thank you for taking the time to call in. You can email me at wayne.dupree@rsbn.tv, or you can go to waynedupree.com and click on the contact, which many of you have been doing, and I appreciate that. And that also sends me or Hutch the email. And if you want to direct it to Hutch, just send it to me, and I'll forward it to Hutch, which I have been doing, right? And
yes, sir.
And Hutch has been taking care of his from there, especially the one that's like, what the hell is this? 503. Go ahead, you're live. 503.
Five's
okay.
Goodbye.
Nope. Yep, goodbye. We got Andy from Virginia. Go ahead, Andy. You're live.
Hey, gentlemen. Good evening. Hey, just wanted to say, we're living in just wonderful time in history, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
It's not often in one's lifetime that you can be an eyewitness to the extinction of a once proud species.
Where are you going, Andy?
Continue.
You guys know where I'm going. Well,
you talking about Big Mike?
1,200 seats lost. Lawmaking seats lost since 2010.
Yes.
This inertia is impossible to stop.
Right. No, you're right.
And they are heading toward extinction. We have to look at the big picture here.
That, honestly, Andy, that would be the best thing for this country. As we know, the Democratic Party is the oldest political party in this country.
Yep.
And the most racist.
Yeah. I mean, they know where all the bodies are buried because they buried them.
And here's the beautiful part. They know this trend, and what is their answer for this reversal of fortune? To double down on what got them there in the first place.
Right.
So
the thing that bothers me is the Republicans.
Yeah, me too.
That's what bothers me. When you have Jason Chaffetz, who let the biggest espionage case slip right between his fingers and let Hillary Clinton walk out scot-free, comes out and talks about Kellyanne's endorsement of a dress. I mean, really, Jason, you lost all credibility with me. I don't care how hostile the town hall meeting was or whatever. You're a moron.
Yeah, agreed. And these guys have been known to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory before.
Yeah,
however you say that. It's they're next. But I think that the trend, the momentum, is on the conservative side right now. And as long as we keep doing what we're doing, you guys keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
We are one voice. We've had enough. The country has spoken. I think we're on the right track, gentlemen.
Hey, thank you, Andy. Thank you so much.
And think about this. When you think about the media, which is a foe that is against us, against their own country. There are 3 people from Breitbart inside the highest echelon of the administration. Just think about that.
937, you're on the line. You're live. Go ahead.
Hello, it is me. I'm talking about the Democrats. It's crazy how the Democrats have been ridiculous. Like, their history is all about suppressing people. Like, it's crazy.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And, I mean, today they blocked the education secretary from going into a school.
Yeah.
What is it with Democrats and blocking people from going to school?
That's not Democrats. That's unions.
Well, it was the protesters, though. It was protesters.
Unions have been known to populate the protester ranks.
I saw, believe me, I saw a lot of videos today of people just down there, and I agree. The Democratic side has always been blocking people, and there were 2 times in the '60s where they blocked blacks from going into colleges, and Republicans had. Well, actually, no. See, I ain't gonna mess that up. Eisenhower sent out the National Guard so that a group of blacks could go to college, and then Kennedy did the same thing. I think it was.
And both of them actually sent regular Army troops, 101st Airborne. Yeah. But that was a different thing. That was to uphold the law.
To what? The blocking?
To protect the black students after the court case had been. It was in Arkansas.
Right.
Arkansas, no.
Right.
Birmingham.
But he's saying that why is it always that the Democrats are always blocking something? I mean, they're even doing it to the nominees.
No. You're right. Okay, I was a little fuzzy on that. But the thing about in D.C. is DeVos is for school choice. The first thing
they can't have that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The first thing Barack Obama did when he got in office was canceled all those voucher.
Yep.
Not voucher. What do they call them? Charter schools.
Voucher, right? Yeah, voucher.
In D.C.
Yeah.
And all the union people got all their students back, and it's just the unions are going to fight her every day from now on. It's just like Reagan's first term. It's going to be, they're going to do crazy stuff, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
503, you're on the line. Go ahead.
Hey, Wayne, this is Gopala from Phoenix, Arizona.
Turn your radio down.
Hey, do me a favor. Turn your radio down.
Hello? Hey, Wayne.
Okay. 682, you're on the line. Go ahead.
Hello?
You're on the line, 682. You're live.
Hey, I don't know if you talked about this, but have you read the article by the Liberty writers on Elizabeth Warren about the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau?
What did she do again?
Well, that bureau that she helped create with Obama is a lie due to most of its employees are making more than a lot of government officials. So they're not helping the poor people like they're supposed to.
Right. And you know what? That has been something that they have raised their flag for years, that they were helping the poor people, that every campaign they're trying to help the poor people, and they never do. Hey, thanks for calling in. We're coming up on some real close time here. Okay. Hey, we got Stacy on the line. Go ahead, Stace.
Hey.
Hey.
I wanted to tell you I'm watching you on my TV right now.
Oh, you are?
See you. Yeah, you're on Roku, on my big screen. I sent you a picture. It's really cool. Sorry, I was really excited about that. And I also wanted to respond to that young man that just called about the Democrats blocking. And one of the things that I think that they tend to do is not just that type of physical blocking, but they're all in on this because they know that conservatism works and that our policies work, and they cannot allow for a conversation to begin because they simply don't have the facts to back it up.
Right.
And I think that's why they resort to some of the tactics that they do.
So you say that you're watching Roku right now. You're watching the YouTube on Roku?
I am. Uh-huh.
And okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you can't get to your computer and you have Roku on your cable box or your
just type in RSBN.
Yep, just type in RSBN and you can watch us on your TV.
That's awesome.
You absolutely soon, Hutch. I can't wait for you to be up there too. It'll be awesome.
It's coming. I was technically stupid.
Well, you guys are doing a great show tonight. You've had excellent callers, but I just thought about that when that young man called in, and just had to also call and tell you that you were on TV.
All right, I like that.
Stacey Rush.
Stace for me.
All right. Hey, Stace, did you get your CPAC stuff yet?
I haven't gotten my CPAC stuff. I sent them an email on Tuesday, I think. So I'm just waiting to hear back.
Okay. All right.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
Okay. Bye-bye. Let's see. 386. You're on the line. Go ahead.
Yes. Hi. Is this Wayne Dupree?
This is Wayne.
Hey, Wayne. Listen, I'm down in Palm Coast, Florida today, and I had a really big problem here as far as I'm concerned.
You need some help?
You know,
you need me to come down there?
as a citizen, we're supposed to report to our local police just if we see something, say something, right? Now, I know that that's a terrorist thing. However, isn't that a citizen's duty to actually report to say, have had a conversation with a self-professed illegal alien? Now, I didn't have my cell phone when this happened, but there was a county bus sitting right there. I did call the local police when I got to a Walgreens around the corner. I was getting dirty looks because of the report I was making to the local police, the sheriff's department. I went home and called them back. I called them back and reported just what had happened. Do you know what they said? We're sending the report to another officer. And I said, well, what's going to happen? And they said, well, we'll take care of it. So I called the state police because of the conversation I'd had with this family. And I said, I believe that they're going to be on the road again, and they've left. This is the license plate number. Now, this is a family, self-professed illegal alien with children in the car.
Let me
do
this.
Them the license plate number.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. What's your name again?
My name's Lisa.
Lisa. Okay, Lisa. Hold on just for a second. We are going to end.
I'm listening to you on my computer, so I just turned down. Go ahead. I'm listening.
We're going to end this segment, but we don't want you to go anywhere. Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, SteelCityResistance.blogspot.com. I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook and Gab, and Berg's Eye View on Twitter. Good night, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can listen to me on Twitter, Facebook, Gab, and Instagram. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. For those listening on Spreaker, we're going to start another segment. We're going to hold over Lisa. We're still going to take your calls. We're going to move over to Spreaker and probably add. We're going to add some more time to the show, but I've got to get this show over to the national syndication, so y'all don't go anywhere. Jacob, thanks you. You can cut the show. We will see you on Monday night, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, RSBN.
Good night, RSBN. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and Lisa, we'll get right back to you as soon as we make this transition.